Huh?
Feels good in here. I need you to rub my legs.
Okay.
I'm so sore.
Well, I need to move it. It's falling over. It's too bad. That's what I need.
Get some more testing done.
Oh, yeah.
Homework done for the kids.
Huh?
Go work on homework.
Oh, alright. Thanks for having your legs for later. So then just have Lily scream at them.
No, I put her in Malachi, or her in Elijah's room to play.
Well, they were not playing happy earlier.
No, she was mad because her underwear fell down.
I know that there was a whole other problems earlier. Okay, love you. Bye.
Trees look nice out here.
Yeah, they do. Okay. I guess I need to turn on my projector. Okay. I think I actually got that where I want it. Alright, where are we at? Hello, Sonet. Can you hear me? Should be able to. Oh, the camera keeps moving apparently. Oh man, whew, what a lot, huh? So much going on. Can't keep up with those guys on the forums. Wearing me out. I gotta respond to your email or your stuff too. Maybe we should do that right now while we're on the live chat. You're talking about current flowing in the coil when it's shorted. Energy being all in one, there being no open ends for voltage to be, and so forth and so on. And I think you're slightly confused on what you're thinking, if I'm thinking what you're thinking. All right. So, I spent all morning making a video, so you'll see that Wednesday. Alright, so I need to fire this thing up real quick. Just make sure I got everything connected right. I'm only firing 2 very small segments. I'm doing some capacitor testing today. But yeah, I haven't been ignoring you. I just definitely haven't had time to respond properly. It happens. A lot. Okay. So we're actually ready to go. This pack is actually already connected. Should be able to just connect it up here like that. See what all our scope is set up to be. Where is all my data? Oh, there it is. Okay, so green. Why is green floating right now? Is that not the same? Okay, it's the same. Alright, I need to put the voltage offset to 95. There it is. And then this one doesn't have any offsets. Oh, I can label them. That's fun. Oh, there's Richard. Hi, Richard. Oh, I wonder what. Hello. I'm listening to music. um, Whoops. Wrong one. Hold on. There we go. Oh. Alright, Richard, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, I got your audio on. The stream is on.
All
Let's
right.
see. What does. I'm thinking that the shorten your potential is not changing. It should be. Okay, anyway. I really gotta go to the bathroom. I think I'm gonna do that. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, all the audio should be back on. Okay, I mean, I'm ready to hook up this giant capacitor, to be honest. So, the only problem right now, Richard, is that I'm going to have to make up a cap that's a high enough voltage for this. So if I daisy chain 2 of these sets, I got 0.3 UF, I got 20 of them. .3 UF is what? They're all this. Oh, they get smaller. 0.3 UF, which is 300. So it's a teeny tiny weeny little size, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what if I connect these two, 0.85 and 0.85 in parallel? No, in series.
In series, yeah.
Then we'll be pretty close to what we want.
Yeah. Be. Yeah, probably somewhere around 4 hertz.
Yeah, that's pretty close. So let's just basically give that a go for now. I very well may explode the commutator, and I'm okay with that. But if I go slow enough, if I go real slow, then the energy should dissipate well before it gets even out of that mode. So right, I'm just gonna try it this way. Alright, so I've got what's the equivalent of 0.425 0.425 nanofarad, about something about that range. I just want to see what happens here, and then we'll get some proper measurements in a minute. And this is at 4,000 volts, so it may still not technically be even high enough.
It's 425 nanofarads.
425, 425, right.
0.4 microfarads.
0.425 UF.
Right.
All right. So we're ready to rock and roll. What I want to do actually is just one cycle like that. So there's our ring. So it rings up, rings down. Takes about, it's not very much, is it? It takes pretty small. So we can bump this guy up pretty good so we can see that. Bring this down to 10, we might be able to see that better. The green is very much out of control over here. I don't know why it's so far off. That's better.
Yeah.
The yellow is going to be that way because that's the way I have it. This one probably needs to be turned way down. There. We'll zero that one again too, even though it's going to change with the field. Oh,
that looks good.
Okay. Oh, I need my chair. Do a quick analyzing here. Let's bring
purple one's peeking out.
Bring that one to the front. Bring that one to the front. The green is on the loop. So the purple, oh, it's pretty close. It's swinging double fast, of course. So I'm going to save this anyway.
Oh yeah, 300 volts. Yeah.
Well, if we were to measure the voltage of the battery is about there, it's 284. And then the swing going this way, which is here, was about negative 52. Which is, it's really interesting why it's quite like that, but alright. Um, I don't know if I got the induction the right way. I gotta need to check that, but I'm just gonna try spinning it up and see if we can get that ring to hit it in the right spot. I want the peak of the wave to be on the next fire cycle. So I'm just gonna go for it here. Oh, there it is. About right there is about what I want. Now I don't think it's gonna run long enough because I'm only firing on a small section.
It's too slow now.
No, it's
There it
too
goes.
fast.
That
See, that's actually too fast.
a one right there is good.
It's about,
Capture that.
let's see, I want that down peak. Oh, maybe it needs to go faster. Oh, it does need to go faster.
Right there, right there. That's good. Capture that.
Okay. I was afraid to go up to a higher voltage. I'll go to a higher voltage. We should actually get it to go. So now, is that induced? Or what is that? That's a ring towards the other way. No, I'm almost confused. It's like backwards. So we've got,
But
well,
look at the
fire.
battery voltage.
Yeah, I know, it's way high. Feels like the thing's dragging. I can feel it. I don't know why it feels like it's dragging so bad.
It sure is cranking out the volts.
Yeah, it's actually, it's at 432. It's double.
No, I
What?
mean
Wait a minute.
not
Why is,
the yellow one I'm talking about.
uh, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it is. It's all above nominal voltage right now.
But when you got up to the speed, that yellow one went positive. It was going negative until you got up to a certain speed.
Well, I need to check everything. I got positive on the positive, also with that meter, and then on there it's going to oscillate, so it doesn't technically matter. Why is the voltage going the wrong direction? Am I inducing that much?
Apparently.
Alright, let me save this. That is
Sorry.
bizarre.
I'm Captain Obvious, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Ignore me.
Okay, so I'm thinking, let me think. Well, first of all, that's about 1.5 hertz. But that, well, that's one cycle. Positive, okay, current's going that way. Current should be going up, is being used at the volt. I'm confused. I must have something connected wrong. But let me, let's see, this is, where's my other pencil? I like my other pencil. Probably inside. So let me just kill the meters already. Let's do something else. I'm gonna check something. Yeah, it's backwards. So it was actually making... That's insanity. Okay. So why am I backwards right now? This is the negative, and it is going... Oh, I bet I just got these... Wait, actually, those are right. It's this one that's wrong. Because I moved it one day. I probably had messed it up. Okay, yeah, got it. Now the current meter is right. Should probably just ignore those. So yellow, channel 1 is battery. Okay. Blue 2 is negative on battery current. Purple or pink is voltage on the coil, and then yellow, blue, pink, and then green, current on coil. Okay, on the loop. I should measure. It should be interesting to measure the current between the capacitor and the coil sometime. I could hook that up, because right now I'm measuring technically the current between, well, across the coil, which is where the cap is, but I could technically measure between the lead of the coil and the cap. So remind me later to put something there. But let's run this again. There we go. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So I also need to play with my induction. So I'm obviously somewhere. I'm gonna measure frequency for you. So right now we're at about
300 milliseconds.
1.281 of a second. What is that in RPM? Divided by whatever. I don't know. I don't have that in front of me at the moment, but if you want to tell me, I will listen.
I'm thinking.
Okay. It's pretty slow. That's a whole cycle, by the way.
That's about 46 RPM.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and bump up my voltage and possibly get the thing to sustain itself, because I'm only firing it on 35 degrees. It's pretty small. Originally I was kind of concerned about the cap placement, but it's okay because I don't have any shorts or anything. If I do add in short, then I could use all that energy to fire that sucker. Okay, so this was 285 volts. Now we're gonna go to 577.9 volts. Just set this offset to 580. Alright. And now we'll see if it'll run. There we go. She's a running, boys. Slow and steady. Slow and steady.
No fire and lightning either.
Nope, we're not quite. We need to get a different cap or make it better because you see how the purple looks.
Yeah.
That's great though. Actually, you know what? I could go up in voltage now since we're not killing our stuff. Now I could bring it up in volt. Now we could really do it.
Yeah.
Right? Because we're not going to blow stuff up. We got it contained a little bit.
Yeah, you could try 1200 volts.
Says the man who doesn't want me to blow up his coil. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man. Put 10,000 on there.
Yeah, just wind me a new one when you're done, baby.
Okay. You know what's interesting is it's kind of hard to tell, but the current in the coil is actually more than the current coming from the battery. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it is fun.
There's a huge dip there, I
Well,
guess.
they're all actually it may not be because they're not
They're
offset from one
synced.
another.
Yeah, I see that now. Yeah, I see that now. I want to zoom in on this mess right here. What is this mess? So we got about... Well, I need to change my measurements on here. I want some better measurements. Let's remove all, start over. I want to take the...
What speed was that running at, by the way?
Let me find out. I'll measure it here in a second.
With that cap there, we need to get it up to a certain RPM before we'll see what we were looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not even there. You can just see it by the swing of the cap. We're a whole, like, two or three cycles off.
I'm just Captain Obvious, you know me.
I've got, but you know what though? I mean, actually, it's pretty interesting the way it's swinging. I bet it's inducing. I need to adjust the angle of it too. Actually, it is. It's firing right when it's inducing, which is. And it's so interesting to watch it run like that. Alright, add measurement. I want to measure. It's going to be a mess with that big mess, but I'm going to measure the max. What is... It's an average. And I'll just do min-max. Actually, I'm going to try high and low because it kind of like cuts off the transients when it measures it. We'll see if it's see if it's a better measurement. Okay, you want to know the frequency?
Just curious.
The frequency is right at, see, that's only half. I need to add more. You could call it 1.4 hertz.
.42 RPM.
Did I see that? I thought I did. Oh, 4. I think I already did, but Okay, so I'm not interested just yet in going up in voltage. What I'd like to do though, what I'd prefer doing, I prefer getting a more longer on time, which I can't without making a break. Let's see. Make a break there. So what I'll do instead is I will just play with the timing for a minute and see where we're at. I'm firing it. I might need to fire it a little before this. It's pretty cool to watch it run that fast. It's a little slow now. So now I'm going to adjust it. Oh, anything has some torque, I tell you what. So earlier I spun it. I'm just going to spin it again here. I want to see. Oh man, look at that voltage.
Yeah.
It's still all going. Yeah, I can't get it to. Okay.
Was it sparking at all when you were spinning it?
Not really. You know, we're not even there yet. I need more caps. Actually, it'd be good if I had more caps and slow down the frequency.
Why don't you just put those two in parallel instead of in series?
Because they're only 2,000 volt rated, but I guess that's okay. We're not killing it.
Yeah,
Well,
they'll be all right.
10, 15.
They should be okay.
But then I'm slowing down the frequency. I don't want to slow down the frequency. I want it to go higher. So I need to go smaller in capacitance. I want to go down to that 222 we wanted to get to.
No,
So
you're thinking backwards, I think.
if I put them in, right now I got them in parallel, which means they're halving.
Oh, you got them in parallel?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had them in series.
I'm sorry, in series right now, which means the capacitance is half,
right,
and the voltage doubles.
Right.
So I'm at point 425 that we said.
Right.
The problem is I put them in parallel, then I go up to 0.85. That gets me a lower frequency. Don't I want to go? Oh, I do want to go lower.
You want to go lower. You want to put them in parallel.
All right. Quit talking.
Sorry.
Slacker over there. Just give me a break. Okay. You're right. All right. I am wrong and you are right.
It wasn't a matter of wrong or right.
I was confused once again with these darn caps. Why do I have them so confused? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. All right. So now we should be all right. Now we got a big old giant capacitor.
Yeah, now if it runs at 45 RPM, it might be just about right.
0.85 UF times 2.
2.85s in parallel, right?
Yeah.
So that'd be 1.6. 1.7 UF.
So it should
0.85 plus 0.85.
So it'll be about like 1.5 hertz then.
Yeah.
For our resonant frequency.
Right, which is just about what we were running. So
what'd you say? 1 point what? 8 plus 8 is 1.6. Yeah, 1.7. Okay. At 2,000 volts.
Right.
All right. Running again.
And if it runs at about 45 or 50 RPM, it should be perfect.
Yeah, it should be. I do agree with this statement.
Yeah, it definitely looks better.
I mean, I could leave it on longer and get more RPM out of it by switching those, but I was kind of hoping to.
But look at the purple trace now. It's pretty good. And I mean, you're not even close to exceeding the voltage on those caps.
No, it's not even ringing. I mean, it's so
Right.
low. And
Right.
that, I think that's definitely actually sort of a problem.
Oh.
We
Well, just
want it.
take off.
We want it to ring, which means we have to get it to a certain RPM.
Well,
We want it to
then
ring past the voltage we're applying, is what I'm saying.
take off one of the caps. Then
Well, I
what happens
will.
if you spin it faster by hand right now?
Hold on, let me just save this shot. Hmm. Voltage. I bet I need to. Yeah, I need to. I think I'm 180 out. I can't be 180 out unless I've switched that, and that is connected to negative, so it should be in the right induction mode. Um, the frequency. It's faster, a lot faster now. 780. I'm gonna call it 787 milliseconds.
76 RPM.
Now, if I were let's see, this voltage right here is the nominal battery voltage. This voltage right here is actually below that, so that's the swing. So I mean, it is about right. It's doing what we want. It's just we definitely need to go faster, and we're not going to be able to unless we add some more voltage. Actually, if we add more voltage, that would probably do the trick.
Right now, the scope
So
shot's frozen on the screen.
I stopped it.
Oh.
So now I just got a 0.85 UF on there, so we should be at 2.75 hertz. And
Yeah.
our max voltage, yeah, we need to get down to 22 nanofarad, 18.36 hertz. That's
No,
568
we
volts peak to peak.
we can't. But we can't go anywhere near that high because that's a couple thousand RPM. I mean, it's
I know, just
mag.
thinking out loud.
Okay.
All right, so now we got. Am I done with this shot? I think I'm gonna zoom in. I took a bunch of shots a while back and I didn't zoom in on half of them. They make me mad, so I'm gonna just save this one too. 0006. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and put one cap on there.
All right. I'm expecting you'll see at least a partial ring with
Yeah,
only one cap.
yeah, absolutely. I want to see what that voltage is.
Not bad. Huh?
See, I've noticed. Okay, I wonder how much resistance those caps have. Surely not that much.
No, the ESR of a cap like that should be under 1 ohm.
Oh, that's really high.
Well, it's not that high.
That's really high. One ohm. That means it wouldn't even store a charge.
No,
You said under.
you
mean
said ESR? Did
Yeah.
you say ESR?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I was thinking
What?
something else.
Oh, yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Let's try this. You know what we can do? We could try catching a ring at a particular cycle that would be higher voltage than what we're doing right now. So yeah, it would ring like 2 or 3 times, but then if we can catch it at the right timing, that would be better than what we're doing right now. So let's see. Let's multiply the ring by, we're at like 1 point. We were able to run this thing at 67 RPM. That's 787 milliseconds. What was the frequency of that though?
787 was hold on a second.
Here.
You mean the RPM?
So that Mommy said we can go to the clubhouse or the park.
You gonna go?
Yes.
With Mom? Yeah, tell Mom she needs to go with you, not me. Just see what she says. Let's see. What is it? I'm just gonna turn it on here.
You want? What do you want to know?
I'll just do it on here because I'm lazy. I'm smart. It's 1.253 hertz. Hi Malachi. So stand over there, okay? So that's like 1.7. Okay, hold on, let me do some math. Hi Bubba. So 235. 235. Hey, over there. 235. That's hertz. Let's multiply that by 4. That's 485. I do another 4. That's about that 22 nanofarad. So 8. That's 8 times. Oh, it's 16. Yeah, 16 times. I don't even think it rings that much. I was trying to think. Well, let's try that. We're going to try a 22 nanofarad.
Okay, that's going to be pretty high voltage.
I know, and I don't have 22 nano.
I mean, it'd be probably better to start with 250 nanofarad.
Here's 20 microfarad.
20 microfarad's way too big.
Oh, you're right. These are what? What are these? These are 1.1 UF.
That's 1100 nanofarad. That's.
I know, but I might be able to series them, parallel them to make it work.
Yeah.
These have a 10 meg ohm resistor in them. So I have 0.3.
On the one earlier today when we were testing, what was the voltage on your 249 nanofarad cap that you had?
249. It was 116 volts, but I want to put a 22 on there.
No, that's you can't go that high. I mean, I don't.
No, you're confused. I want to just catch an oscillation.
I know.
So I'll let it ring for 5 cycles and then catch it at the right time.
Right. But let me see here. 568 divided by 40 equals 114 times 573. Your peak voltage on that's going to be 8,136 volts if you do 22 nanofarads.
The peak voltage was only 568 though, according to our chart.
But that was with 40 volts in. Now you're putting in 579 volts.
Oh, so actually, yeah,
That's why I keep
right. So I can,
you.
yeah. All right, just keep yelling at me. So if I add these,
249, if you do 249 nanofarads, then it'll give you a nice big giant peak.
okay, but I got to find something that's a high enough voltage.
Well,
Look,
249.
these are 0.3 UF. I can do anything I want. They're 200 volts apiece.
Okay.
So I can do whatever I need with these, and I have a bunch more.
Is it 2.9?
Point 0.3. Oh, that's UF, so that's 300. Oh.
9 times 573.
1, 2,
So
3,
1,000.
4.
You need 1,660 volts. If you use 249 nanofarads, then you're going to use your 600 volt battery. So you just need to configure them so you get roughly 2,000 volts. So 10 of them in series.
It's 2,000. But
That's
if I had
2,000.
5 banks of 10 in series, then it would
Parallel
be,
them up, yeah.
it'd be what's 0.3? Yeah.
0.03 times 5. 0.03 times 5. 0.15. Yeah, that's close. That's 150 nanofarads.
Right, and then I can add 2 of those together, and it'll give me about 300 again.
You have two sets of
Yeah, I got 5 sets of 10. So I'll put 2 banks together.
No, you have to put all 5 of those banks together, and that'll be 0.15.
Oh, you did all 5.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll try it. All these in what?
But you got 10 in series, right?
Yeah, I put all these in parallel.
And put all 5 of those banks in parallel, it'll give you
Yeah.
0.15 microfarad.
Yeah, okay. We're on the same page.
150 nanofarad.
Yeah, okay. We got this figured out. I'm with you. Okay, so I have a whole bunch more of these, so we can do anything we need to.
Okay.
Okay. And I can add these to that 485 UF caps too, by the way. So we could do whatever we want with those big ones. We could add a lot. So, alright. So now we technically have about 150 UF.
You can measure with your meter and make sure, but I'm sure it's close.
Yeah, it's probably close.
150 nanofarad, 0.15 UF.
Right. Okay, now I'm gonna do. Alright. Yep, okay, let's try that. But what, Malachi? Malachi, please stay over there. Malachi, please stay over there. Thanks. Oh yeah, there's a big ring. Now we're way above our voltage. That's what I wanted. Now I need to get it going. If I hit it in the wrong spot, it's going to pop it. Huh. I think I'm inducing the wrong way. I think the induction is playing a major role in our screwing us up here.
You might be right.
Because look at it, it's ringing towards the other side. That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is very strange. So let's see, I can actually run backwards. Let me just try running backwards and see if we get a difference there. Let me try that. I want to change the induction path, so flipping this 180 will do just that. Alright, so we're about 180. Now we'll run the wrong way. Everything else will still be proper direction except for the rotation now. And it's going to vibrate, but that's part of it.
I love you, my guys. What are you, Gail? What?
Let me see here. I'll fire it. Oh, it's that one.
Yes, Mommy.
Okay.
That one.
Okay. She got the Gail option. Yes.
So, if I were to fire it at the peak of the next wave,
Yeah.
or I could short it at the peak of the next wave, it's still above the battery voltage when it rings back. See that?
Yep.
That's we can go to the park.
You could add one more bank of capacitors and would be even high, even more. If you had one more group of 10 of those capacitors.
Well, what if I use one of my 0.85?
0.05?
0.85 UF. I could add it in,
Yeah, you could add it in parallel. You want to make it in
it'd be
parallel.
smaller, and it'd be parallel. Okay, well, I'm going to make it run forward because I don't really like running it backwards. I was just trying to check the induction.
Yeah. And you're getting a nice ring out of it now.
So I'll add one more. That's even smaller, which means bigger ring. I mean, the voltage isn't even that high.
No.
It's 500. I need to add peak to peak for that one on there.
500.
Add peak to peak.
Yes. Okay.
So it's easier to figure out what we're working with.
It's okay. You just keep.
That's so big.
You are wonderful now, okay?
Okay, so now I gotta.
I love you.
Let's save this one.
Yeah.
And then I added 0.85, so that puts me where? 150.
0.85 or 0.05?
No, 0.85.
Oh, that puts you at
Bigger.
1 microfarad.
Oh, it's small. Yeah, it's always smaller. Yeah, 1. Okay. And if I added another one, it'd be what?
1.85.
No, in parallel. Oh, that's right. I'm adding.
You're
Right. I
all
wanted.
right.
I wanted to put this in series.
Oh, put that in series. Okay.
Then it
I
would
thought you
be
said point. I misheard you. I thought you said 0.05.
no 85 point
Yeah.
850 nanofarad.
Okay. So if you put that in series, that's let's see. Yeah, I think that's about 0.5. That's about. That's probably too much. I don't know.
In parallel or series. Which one did you say?
In series,
Yeah. Okay. If I put it in parallel,
it's too much.
yeah, then
Also,
it'd be 150 plus 850, right?
you need to find one more bank of 10 like you got and put it in parallel with the ones you got, and then you'd be about 0.2, which is pretty good. But
Oh, well, I can do that. Let's see. Uh,
go ahead and try it at 0.5 and see what happens. I mean,
yeah, I will. There. Okay. Just thinking, if it's a higher voltage, but it swings the wrong way because it's open. So I still haven't answered my own question, which is that's voltage. The voltage is raised. We can raise the voltage. And I don't have enough time on my commutator to make that work the way I got it. Let's see, I fire it, open it. Technically I could short that one. This one, if I shorted it, it wouldn't be helpful because it's a whole cycle. But that one, I could try shorting. I think I will. I'm gonna try shorting this one. It's probably not in the right. It's probably not in the right timing, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
did you disconnect your battery?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye, Malachi. I just want to, if I shorted one out while the voltage was at its peak in the correct direction, then I could add that to the system. That would be a correct polarity fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to test that method, because right now we just need more RPM to get it to work right. I guess if I really wanted to, no, can't do that. Let's see, I could use a smaller. Technically, I could use a smaller rotor, but then I kind of need that. I like that mass on there, actually. If I really wanted to, I could do this. Probably a little different, but that's alright. Let's just try this real quick. I don't even know what... This is the first big section away, which might just give me enough time to get it to work.
At some point, you could break down and make a new commutator.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing that anyway, but I like this one because it's all haggard and beat up, and if I blow it up, I don't really care. If I make a new one, I blow it up, then I'm going to be really mad.
Yeah.
But I actually thought... What?
This one's got a lot of love in it.
Yeah, this one's got a lot of manipulation.
A lot of TLC.
That's for sure. Actually, this one works pretty well. Alright, they're just sitting against each other. I don't think they'll fall off. Let's just try it. Let's just see what happens real quick. I don't even know if the timing's going to be even remotely close. But what this allows me to do is short that one. Let's see, it's shorted, right? It goes from the outside to the inside. Oh, but it's not against the right one. I need to put it on that one. Well, I'll try that again. I was thinking I could put it on that one next to it, but that is very wrong. That does not work. You try again. Okay.
If at first you don't succeed,
Then you're a slacker. Oh.
try again.
Alright. So I want this to go to that one.
I think your green probe needs to be re-zeroed at some point.
Okie dokie. I'll do that. Alright, so just because this is, like I said, the closest one I can get to, it's going to short out 3 of them actually, which might be a bad thing, but we're going to find out. I don't have them disconnected from each other, so let's give it a shot. So basically I just started one segment of shorting, and it's probably too far away on the commutator, but whoa, it's definitely sparking because
Just send your green probe into outer space.
yeah, I know, that's what I'm that's why I said that. Oh yeah, you can see it. Boom, right there, it stops on that cycle. See it?
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
So I'm a cycle and a half away. So
Yeah.
if I take some capacitance off, right now I'm at 0.5, so if I take some off, I'll take that 8.5 back off and we'll get back to where we were.
Okay.
And then our oscillation will be kind of longer. I really want it to hit the right spot though.
Yeah, I see it in there.
It sure is throwing that green probe for a loop.
Yeah.
That is impressive how much it messes that up.
Yeah.
Well, I need to have a much longer oscillation. I can, if I start disconnecting these, it's gonna go up. So if I disconnect one, it'll go up. Right, a longer ring. If I do another one, it'll go up. It's like not even changing that ring. Why is that? Oh, the voltage is going higher.
Yeah.
Oh, which means it's going oh, I gotta go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear it popping on my commutator. Oh yeah. So I need to add
Need to add one more bank like that.
smaller amount of capacitance. There. Hear it speeding up?
Yeah.
It's hitting
What,
that. It's about right there.
what'd you do?
I added that, those 2 big caps.
Uh,
So now I got 2 big caps in parallel. See, the cycle's real short?
yeah.
But the stroke... Oh, it's on the reverse side, though.
Yeah.
It needs to be 1 less short. I know I got too many on there. Let me try this. Let me...
Oh, yeah, there you go. The voltage is getting kind of high. Be careful.
What the heck, man? It's like... Ooh. No cap equals massive spark. You see that?
Yeah. No kidding. No cap equal nasty sparks. Yeah.
Good observation, Rush.
Good
Ooh.
job, Russ. Oh, you almost flattened it out there.
I know, and it speeds up, too. Why is it dragging so bad? Sounds terrible. Oh. Hear it? It's picking up speed?
Yeah.
What is it doing?
I don't know.
Went smaller, went bigger. So let me... Let me do this. Man, I'm gonna do something stupid. And this is what happened last time. I blew everything up, but that's okay. Oh, let's see. It's charging the cap. Yeah, I know the green probe is overloaded. I'm just gonna disconnect it.
Probe input overload on probe 4.
Yeah, I turned it off. So... What is the average current here?
Did you hear any word on your coil yet?
Oh, kind of making me a little irritated.
I didn't mean to bring up a bad subject.
It's okay.
There's some wild man in Cincinnati, I hear, that winds coils.
Yeah, he probably could have done a better job faster.
Yeah, especially if he got paid that kind of money.
Yeah, exactly. So it's running on an average of 2 milliamps right now.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And the short, what is the short doing? The short is if I take off, we're not going to blow anything up if I disconnect the caps. What happens if I disconnect caps? Obviously
All the
it
caps.
sparks. Yes.
You're going to get a lot of voltage, yeah.
Yeah.
Slow way
The
down.
average went down.
A little bit, yeah. Not a
So
whole
it
lot,
all
really.
no, it also slowed way down. So
Yeah.
because see the batteries can't deliver the current, but the caps can.
Right.
And when the caps deliver the current,
You get a stronger pulse.
yeah, you get a stronger pulse. And look at it, it didn't even come back up on the average. Now it's
Yeah.
starting to come back up, maybe a little. And so I really need to measure the current in the darn coil again, and the stupid thing's going stupid on me. I want to see what's happening in the... Yeah, I know. Yes, it's connected to an energized circuit.
It says it's got its mouth open.
No, I had it connected to an energized circuit. Yes, I
Oh.
did. Yes, why? Yes, I did. Okay,
Mm.
let's just see if it holds itself steady for a minute.
Did you stop the motor? Or?
I really want to measure it. Yeah, it stopped itself, really. Oh, there it went. It worked for the first one cycle.
Yeah.
It says it's on overload. I changed it to 30 amps. There we go. Must have not held its spot. Now let's see what happens. There we go. Okay. So it's decaying, and then it shorts. And oh, it's backwards though, or something. Let me reset this average. Okay. Look at how
So
the what?
a little blip on the green is where it's shorting.
Yeah, like the one has like a straight flat line the entire time, and the next one has a dip.
Right.
Yeah, that's the short. So it's dumping current.
You can see it on the purple trace as well.
Yeah, you can see it just flat lines instead of decays slowly. And that's the voltage at the coil.
Right.
I don't want to add too much capacitance because eventually I'm gonna do bad things. Let's see. Let's see if I add all these capacitors. Whoops! Let me just delete the whole thing.
You paralleling or seriesing?
Well, right now the two 0.85 UFs are in parallel. That's the only thing connected.
The scope's on a freeze, so I can't really see anything. But
Nothing changed.
oh, except the green went into outer space again.
Yeah, dude. Okay.
have to do my names.
What?
I have to do my name for my Valentine's Day.
Okay.
And I'm going to go first, but I do not want to go to the clubhouse.
I know. We'll leave at 5 o'clock. So I'm still impressed how much torque I can hold on this thing. It's crazy. So the fire cycle. Technically, this is shorting 3 times. Boom, boom, boom. On, off, on, off, on, off.
I can only see one on what I can see from here, but
Well, I think it's just 0, so you can't really tell.
oh,
I moved it a little bit. I sped it up. Now it's sparking. You can hear it anyway. And it's using less voltage, it looks like.
milliamps is still averaging about the same, but
Let me restart it though, because it's... Oh, no, it's a lot higher. Oh, it's on AC. Timeout. I was like, what? It is sparking pretty big.
huh? Well,
Because
wonder why we can't see that on that purple trace. You should be able to see it.
it's right there where that green spark is, you know, where that...
Yeah. Really short duration. I would think if it's arcing, it would be a lot longer than that on a mechanical commutator.
I mean, if I move it faster, it should spark bigger. And it is. Because we have more of the straight up battery voltage sparking on there, you know? That's the other thing. The more... The more capacitors I add. Like right now I can spin it. If I add that cap, it gets slower and slower and slower. It's dragging it down pretty good because it's trying to...
It's fighting itself with back EMF.
Yeah. What happens if I 180 this? That poor green trace.
What'd you say?
That poor green trace.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try adding one row of these caps, which would be a much smaller capacitance.
0.03.
Yeah. It's gonna be pretty high voltage, but that's fine.
It'll be real high voltage. 30 nano. It's gonna be like probably over 8,000 volts. Oh.
It is, well, 4,000 or more.
Yeah.
Alright. Huh?
What in the world do you think is causing that green one to go into outer space?
It's the EMF. It's a big spike, and it just nails that thing. That I can tell just by listening. I can hear it. I can tell it's doing it.
But the probe's pretty far away from the coil, isn't it?
Uh, yeah, but it's on the loop of the coil. So there, I just added those capacitors back. We got to take off.
Yeah, really.
And really, for the milliamp draw, yeah, it's a little higher, but
Yeah.
that spark though, it's throwing a good arc against there.
What happens if you put an even bigger cap on there, like a 10 microfarad cap or something?
Well, I got some 500 UF.
500 UF at what voltage?
What size? This is a .1 UF. What is that? A 10 UF?
0.1 UF is 100 nano.
I don't know if it's any good. But we're about to find out what happens.
Yeah.
It's a 50,000 volt cap. It should handle the voltage just fine.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah, 50,000 volts.
Jeez.
I'm not so sure it's good.
Sounds like it's sped up a little.
Oh yeah, it charged a little. Yeah, okay. Now if I add...
Yeah,
I can't add...
those?
No. I got them other ones down here, but I
Usually
don't...
in microwaves, there's like 2 microfarad or 3 microfarad.
Well, these are 1.1 UF.
Yeah, how many of those you got?
4 of them right here. I got more somewhere else.
No, put 2 of them on in parallel.
In parallel.
Yeah.
I got 1 mega ohm resistors in them.
Yeah. May not be good. I don't know. Just give it a try. See what happens.
No, I got 10 mega ohm resistors in them, not 1. 10. Okay. Now we're getting scary. Oh.
Oh, interesting.
It's not helpful. It's sparking. It's sparking pretty good there.
Well, it
No.
sure changed the wave.
Oh, it's too much. I don't know why.
Well, the whole point was to leave it 4 and get back by 5.
I was gonna leave it 5 and get back at
I'm-
6.
Exactly, which is what I don't want.
Why?
Because it gets dark at 5, and I don't like them eating dinner at 6 o'clock at night.
Feed them now. Yeah, right. Okay. I added just 1 on there.
Okay.
Well, we could do a few things here. I can get more RPM out of it by adding another segment. Oh, that is really loud. Squelching.
You got
Let's
any
see.
WD-40 or anything?
What? No. Get out of here. I'm going to short the very next segment. So it won't have enough time. It won't have enough time to even get to that next short. I'm going to short the very next segment on that one side.
Okay. Sweet. Oh, that's a good one. Awesome.
Awesome. Good. I'm glad you like it.
I think you need some WD-40 on that bad boy.
Some white lithium grease on there maybe, but not WD-40.
Yeah. Why? What's wrong with WD-40?
On the brushes? I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Won't hurt it, I don't think.
Yeah, it will.
What would it do?
It's WD-40. I don't want it to be all silly.
Yeah, okay. Well, smear some white lithium on it then.
Okay, now I've shorted the very next one. And I'm going to take off the other few shorts.
Ugh.
Alright, let's try that. Now it's probably going to really spark. Boom! Boom!
Smack, smack.
Now, technically, I could put a lot smaller cap on there. Yeah, look at that big ring. It doesn't even have time to ring.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It doesn't have time to ring, instead it just sparks.
Yeah. You,
It rings afterwards, look at that. Okay.
Yeah. You have a very complicated arbitrary waveform generator there.
I mean, like, right in this area,
Yeah.
right there. I can capture the signal and turn it into a waveform though that I can feed back. I could capture that actually.
Yeah, I'm sure you could.
It's kind of fun.
Right there in the middle of the screen, that purple looks an awful lot like that one picture.
I know that's that spark discharge. That's why I was trying to figure out its time frame. If it's only, what do we say, 4 degrees?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was trying to tell you that time. Looks identical.
Oh, you told me right, and I got it. I just didn't understand it at first, but you
Well,
finally.
I don't know if it's actually right though, but I don't know, because I would expect it. I don't know. I guess it would be,
I don't know.
because it doesn't staircase quite right. Plus, that's not current. That's voltage.
Yeah, I know.
He's measuring current.
Yeah, I know. But he was measuring the current by measuring the voltage across a resistor. So.
Wow, it's actually sparking across the next segment.
Don't let it spark out and jump you in the nose there.
Eh.
Giant spark jumps out right into your face. That'd be bad.
Would not be helpful.
Not too helpful.
Let's see. Just for fun, I'll add this one on there. Okay, I guess I'll go take them real quick, take a break so my mind can rest, and then I'll come back.
Okay. I'm probably gonna have to knock off for the day because I got a couple things I gotta take care of.
Okay.
Um, but if you find out anything cool, send me a message.
Yeah, I will. I think I'm going to configure this commutator slightly different. I wanted to go with the shortest segment I had. Now I really need to add on that one more segment, I think.
Can you cobble something up on that one, or do you have to make a new commutator?
No, I'm gonna put it on this one. It'll have a small gap in between it, but I think for purpose of testing, it's okay. It is really interesting to me that it runs so much better with a cap, but really doesn't pull much more.
Yeah, that is extremely interesting.
I mean, there's something that we understand that we're missing, I guess, because we thought about this pretty hard on how to set it up and make it work. And
Well, it's more complicated than first meets the eye, that's for sure.
yeah, no, it is absolutely more complicated. Plus, I also want to try running this coil in parallel.
Okay.
That'll give us a lot more RPM with not that much more current draw if we
Yeah,
connect it
well,
right.
I
So
mean,
I'll
unfortunately, I didn't divide it up very well so that you can make even sized pieces. But
that's okay. Did you ever take measurements of each one? We took measurements of each one. I'll go look back at my notes and I'll just figure out which ones I got to connect in which orientation to get it pretty close.
okay.
Let's see, the shortest one is that one, so, alright.
Now the way you got it running right now on the positive cycle, it's a big long decay, and on the negative cycle, it actually almost looks like it almost goes back positive a little bit on the purple trace.
Well, see, I think that's induction.
Yeah.
I think it's part of it's inducing right there in that spot. I
It's
can,
it's kind of interesting wave
let me just
comparing the
turn
two.
it way up so it's off the scale so we can see what it's really doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it.
I just thought that was kind of interesting.
It's shorting right there and it's swinging way down.
All right.
20 volts, so 20, 40, 60, 80, not quite 100 volts uh, in the same direction as it was. That must be the cap discharge, some energy left ringing or something. I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know for sure.
I don't know either, but
Okay. It's still averaging 1.85.
yeah.
I'm on 2 milliamps peak, so 2, 4, 6, not quite 8. Occasionally it kind of peaks out with a little sharp pulse in the beginning there.
Yeah.
Voltage only drops 10 again, like normal. It's always about 10.
Yeah.
Alright. We shall be back another time frame. I'll see you another day, I guess, and have some fun, do whatever you're doing. Thanks for your help earlier. That's going to be a good one.
You're welcome.
Alright, we'll speak to you soon.
Okay.
God bless. Bye.
God bless. Bye.
Bye, live stream.